On Monday, when the deceased, who had lived in China for 15 years or more, was being chased by the police. A wife of the deceased, who hailed from Idemili local government area of Anambra State, fainted upon hearing the news. The deceased, who was said to be a pastor, had 4 children. Reports say the police used an electronic device known as electronic torch to stop the man, who was running faster than them. A victim fell down in the process and died instantly. Angered over his death, Nigerians in the city came out en masse to protest against it. We have joining us now in the studio the coordinator for the Nigerians in Diaspora organization in China, Mr. Festus Mbisyogu. Thank you for joining us on Network Africa.
Thank you for having me.
Well, this is a pretty sad story. I mean, we do hear of Nigerians, dying outside of the country, but I mean, these are quite controversial circumstances. It almost makes us think that, Nigerians are endangered species outside of the country. But you live in China. Yeah. Tell us what it's like being a Nigerian there.
Well, for us residents in China, before I continue, I want to sympathize with the deceased wife because I called them this morning and she's still in shock over what's really happened. So, and the pastors there and some of even the ambassador, the consular general to Guangdong province, is there with the deceased wife now, trying to encourage her because she heard about the news and she collapsed. They rushed her to hospital and later she was revived because she stays in this disease shop. They stay together. The incident took place not up to 100 meters away from the shop where they are doing their legitimate business. So for us there in China, it's not too good because recently the Chinese authority have been cracking down on foreigners, mainly blacks. They don't, I don't know.
No matter the nationality.
No matter the
blacks.
nationality, is that blacks. Because there's this policy from them. Once you have a Nigerian passport, holding a Nigerian passport, their policy says that it's too difficult for you to have a resident visa. They have stopped giving resident visa to Nigerian holders' passport in Guangdong.
Was there like an announcement or a policy? Is this a known policy in China, or this is hearsay, or this is just based on people's experiences?
I have lived in China for over 14 good years, so I'm telling you what is happening in Guangdong province. It may not be all over China, but in Guangdong province, once you are a holder of Nigerian passport. My wife is not living with me in China. I have 6 kids. None of them is living with me in China. I'm the only person that the Chinese authorities, they are authorized to have resident visa, despite the number of people working in my company. So it's not so easy.
Okay, so let's go back to the story now. You said you've already, during our conversations before now, you said you've spoken to the Nigerian High Consulate in China. What has been the response? What are they doing about what has happened?
Yeah, I want to thank the Consular General in China. The man has been doing so very well. His Excellency Ambassador Oloto, he have gone to the scene of the place and asked questions on what happened. He also visited the deceased wife, which I told you earlier. And today, because they were on holiday yesterday, and Monday and Tuesday, they resumed work today. So from what he told me, have written to the Chinese authority. He's waiting for a response from them. No response has been given to them based on what he told me. They are demanding for thorough investigation, and they're also demanding for autopsies to be carried out because the manner of which this young man died is unacceptable. They are using this gadget, this torchlight. Once they beam it on you, it means you will not run again. You will either slump or you collapse. So they use this torchlight on this man. The close range, for what I was told, the man is too close. Then they now beam that torchlight on him. The man collapsed, and they could not revive him. So Nigerians, they are so angry and about to go on protest. So I told them to calm down.